Welcome to Table Hockey Global After World Championship podcast. This is Ep.7 and we are here with one and only Mikus Saulītis and the world champion.
Yeah! Let's go! Sorry for the emotions.
Sandis Kalniņš. Man,
Ciao. Ciao, sorry for the lot
I
screaming.
really want to give you like a proper, because I didn't before. I wanted to wait until now.
Guys,
let's have a
time
proper ching ching
Ching.
on this win. This was
So good.
long waited 4 years. I would say, because on the 2002 you were. No, sorry, 2001.
I was born then.
No, 2021.
21. Yeah.
21. You were already like aiming on it, but
No, I was a complete underdog that year.
yeah, but you were like
You were in final.
no.
No, I was
No,
in. I lost in the round of top 16 against Raivis. I was ninth in the end, and Raivis was number 8.
Yeah, right.
But then after 2 years, you were in the final, didn't succeed, and now I was actually thinking that that would be the most awesomest final to have Matantsev against you. So you would be you could avenge the final, but you didn't, because you won Roni Nuttunens 4-0.
I've never expected to. I never. Come on, start it right. Love it. I never expected to see Roni in the final. I think that nobody actually predicted that Roni is going to be in final, except for Hans. Hans and the Finnish guys predicted that Roni is going to be playing in the final. But I was waiting for either Raivis, either Zhenya Matantsev or Edgar Stites, and I got none of them. And somehow they played against each other. And
You got none of them during the whole playoffs.
oh yeah, and Roni was there. I was like, oh, that's gonna be interesting, because it's gonna be the first time I've ever played a best out of 7 against Roni, and it was actually quite surprisingly comfortable to play against him, because I expected the more dominant and aggressive game and more screaming from the Finnish side, but actually it was quite silent, I guess. I was the only one that was screaming, and I was like, okay, I must take this, okay.
You both had quite good tournaments. Mikus, tell me about your play.
I played in open category. I was seeded 44. I finished 42, but the game and the whole organization was, from my point of view, was actually very, very, very cool, and I was only need to worry about my playing, and that's it. Not worry about some extra things around, but just focus on my game. Group was okay. Final group, tiny things I missed, and I didn't get into the playoffs. But overall, I'm how to say.
You're quite satisfied with your result.
About my result.
You were really fighting. I checked your results as well, like time after time, like just scrolling through all the groups and following all the Latvian guys, and I saw that you were really close all the time for the playoffs. And you Sandis Kalniņš were in the same group, right?
Semi-final group, yeah.
And you were really like pushing towards the playoffs. Unfortunately, you missed a little bit, but.
I got some good games. For example, against world champion, against Raivis Miglinieks.
You tied against me. You played a very good game.
Yeah, against.
But this is Mikus. Like you're all the time playing good games in many times, and then the other games you're just.
Yeah.
But that's your play style, and it looked like it showed in this tournament as well.
Yeah, and also our training camp before the tournament 2 weeks ago was really the thing that gave me this confidence. At least in the group stage, I didn't worry about my getting further. I was real confident from first, second game. And the thing was only in final group.
Yeah, I think that the Latvian national team, the Latvian national training camp for the team, it was one of the most valuable training experiences for everyone in a long time. And we played so many games 2 weeks ago. It was
How many
great.
people that were there?
I think it was close to
30.
like a bit more than it was 33 in the end.
Damn.
It was like real training camps.
And almost like 30 people stayed overnight at the training camps in the Burtnieki. Everyone almost stayed during the training camp stayed overnight, and we played playoffs in the next day. It was so much fun and so intense games.
It was very intense because on Sunday when I went home, I went to sleep like 7 p.m. I was so tired, but I know that this will give the result. And,
we had plenty of games tonight, and we played several. And I'm of course dropped out of the roster now, and I'm not so good. But you're very good. I need to say you were very good. So the training camps did you well.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and I'd say it's a mystery how to keep this tension to the next tournament, which will be only in September. It's I don't know if it's possible. It's quite impossible.
We already talked that we should have some summer tournaments, most probably in August, to be just preparing for the next season.
Exactly.
And hopefully it's going to be something like maybe we can announce in here, and somebody from international players can come in and just join us, because we have in September the World's Series.
The World Super Series tournament in Inčukalns.
And we have as well
the World Club Championships in Inčukalns.
Exactly. So there is a lot of happening during the next season, on the beginning of the next season. And I think that will be just a great chance to have awesome people already around here in Latvia, and just to check out the premises, even if we're going to be hosting that on Inčukalns. Shout out to Sandis. Maybe we can do it at your place. And we should do something about that. Let us know, please, in the comments what you think about this idea, and who would be actually not just one. Like, what do you think about that? But would you be willing to come to Latvia for 2-day playoffs and games, and maybe even 2 type of plays? What was that Birch City Cup?
The Birch City Classic. It was a level 4 tournament right before the main tournament. So it was on a Thursday. And the first place trophy was just a wooden birch. And Raivis got it in the end. Made by Petr Oslan, I think.
Oslan, from his own home. And it's fun. But about the birch, why it's called Birch Cup, because I was really surprised that when we entered to Umea, a lot of birches on the street.
Only birches. I was so surprised. It's so beautiful.
I was surprised that birch can be like architectural thing in the city. Yeah, that's why it was a real beautiful city. But if we speak about the tournament, Birch Cup, Raivis Miglinieks, the main favorite, he did it.
The first game's result Raivis had against a little Norwegian girl.
No.
Swedish girl, I think.
Swedish girl?
Yeah.
It was. It actually ended 21-0 for Raivis, and you input the results on the tournament in kind of a what's it called in Planchet? In a tablet. Yeah. And the cap is like the maximum is 19. Actually, Raivis scored 21, but he had to input 19. He was like, but I had 21.
Raivis, shame on you.
Yeah.
I was so pissed off about that game. Raivis, come on, man.
Fortunately, we have the cases like that to talk about. But I was thinking that in the future, in the first impression I had that this is just one game playoff. Like basically, you have the many players roster. And I'm thinking for the future tournaments, just to have like before the tournament, you have the day before smaller tournament, and you have everybody 1 game playoff. You win 1 game, you move on. You don't win, thank you, bye. Or you play by the places. And in this case, you just go through all the tournaments, and you have only 1 winner, and anybody can beat Rainers, because in 1 game,
easily,
there's a chance. That's not a playoff, and so we have it like that. So playoffs. That was there was many unexpected wins and losses.
Oh yeah.
First, what I'm top of my head, we have somebody who was really against the odds to go through against 3-time world champion Hans Osterman.
Yes, Krista, Annija, Lagzdiņa. Well done, girl.
Oh my god.
What did you saw the game? What happened there? Because I saw the video, like the
Game 7,
the game 7, the overtime and everything. Sorry, not the overtime, but the excitement afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't there. Tell me.
Okay, before the series, I told to Annija that historically Hans has always had problems against the AI type of players that are just like a machine playstyle. So historically, he's always had trouble against guys like Kevin, against guys like Ahtilampi, Raivis, Miglinieks, but he's always had better chances against the guys who were thinking, such as you're good.
That was really funny.
Miku, you good?
That was really funny.
I'm good.
and Hans has always had like easier time against the Sides and Nuttunen due to the fact that they're not playing much of like machines, but like thinking actually.
They're basically not just doing the combinations, but really thinking that
like how
should
to
I do
outsmart,
it?
how to really outsmart Hans, because if you like put Ahtilampi and Kevin, Hans Osterman, Ahti would just okay, centrifuge. A closer corner, maybe like further corner, like hit it out like just like that. But I told Annija the same exact thing: play like a machine. Choose a shovel, choose a centrifuge, a short centrifuge. It doesn't matter. Just choose a combination and just do it. Just score it and play like a machine. And be always extra careful when Hans has puck control in his defenders. And just maximum focus. When Hans really has his defenders, he's very, very dangerous. And I think some of the advice worked. She won in the end. But as I heard from Hans himself, Annija got a bit lucky in game 6. But in game 7, there was no luck.
Question
There was no
to
luck.
you. If you would play against Krista, Annija, Lagzdiņa, as she played in game 7, would you have the chance?
Yeah.
I
I would not be passive. I would be actively defending the trajectories of the combinations.
Yeah, but in this game 7, I also watched the video.
Yeah.
It was crazy. How
But
is it possible to score
she
just
was
like that?
crazy good. But oh my god, this is the biggest upset in this tournament. And one other upset would be, I think it was Hanna Ivantsova against Olof Blume. So another lady against another Swede.
Yep.
And so before the tournament, Olof was the world's number 12. And Hanna Ivantsova, she's the current world champion in ladies.
Mm-hmm.
And she won, I think it was in game 7 overtime.
Game
7 overtime.
Yeah.
I was the one who said ready go, and the referee. And but that is also a surprise. And there was a topic, not a topic, but I think it was like kind of a discussion or a question from Artyom Zakharov's, and he was writing in the chat, did ladies play better than the veterans this year in the open category? And the results speak for themselves. Yeah, and that's true. Absolutely true.
Who was the best veteran?
Hans Osterman, number 17. Then Annija was number 16, and Hanna Ivantsova was number 15. But the second best veteran, I think it was Petr Rostlund or Herman Steen. I cannot
Herman Steen get in the playoffs.
I think so.
They better get in playoffs.
I can't recall. But I think one of those two guys was the second best. Yeah, but the ladies were better than veterans. So veterans do better and wait for Walt Smuggers in the next season.
The ladies are still young, and they have we already discussed this before, and they have so much to give and put into this game, and they're just more willing to train. At this point, we have talked with Hans in here in the previous episode, and we concluded, I think, as well that there is not so much effort put into the game. And as I saw Hanna as well, she was playing very good. She was playing very good, and we have and this is actually really good for the table hockey in general to have ladies coming up in so high levels. Just even two. It's not one player who is ranking so high. We have two ladies which have beaten the first step in playoffs in World Championship and beaten big players, big names. And I will be making some content around this because we need to have more ladies. We have already awesome players in here, but that would be great to have some girls which would be bringing a little bit different game, because the girls are having a different approach to the game. So I'm amazed. Really well done, girls. I was watching those games. I was watching women's final as well in live. Kudos.
Yeah, the funny thing, not funny. Okay, it's an interesting thing that you beat Hans Osterman in the playoffs, and you are still the second lady in the tournament. Crazy.
Exactly. That's what that was. And as well in the open category, they were in the same spots like they were after the finals.
Yep.
And actually, Annija had a chance to beat Oskar Henriksson in the round of 16. It was it ended in 6 games, but I think there was 4 overtimes. And Annija could have had the game 7, and she was leading in game 6, I think it was. So well done to Annija, very well done.
I really loved to see that there is different kind of players in the top 4. That was really interesting for me to see that we have not just 4 Latvians in the finals, but we have still 4 different countries. We have plenty of not new players, but plenty of players around the world participating in this tournament. How many players actually were in the World Championships?
In total, 164.
I think something like
all
that.
categories.
And from 18 countries.
18 countries.
18 countries, yeah.
I saw there was from Israel, there was from United States, from Canada, from Ireland.
Simon Thomas. Yeah.
He's actually from Ireland. He lives in Ireland and just came to
he lives in France, I think.
Even better.
Yeah, Simon, kudos to you that you are living in France. You don't have sparring partners.
Sparring partner, yeah.
Sparring partner, yeah. But you are still managing to come to mosquito season.
Sorry, there is mosquitoes in here. I'm trying to catch them. That's it. Here it is. I'm a mosquito ninja.
Yeah, if we are speaking about Simon, he lives in France, and he don't have these sparring partners, but he still comes to World Tour stages, to Czech Republic, to several tournaments he was in this season, and he's still very competitive for the players against, for example, Latvian, Swedish players who are every month one big tournament in their countries. That's nice, yeah.
It's great to have so many players. Which countries we didn't had a national team from Denmark? What happened there? Do you know?
We had players from Denmark.
Only two. Yeah.
And Michael Toft Nielsen.
Yeah.
Bjarne got a bronze medal in the veterans, which was a big surprise.
Congrats.
Yeah, congrats, Bjarne. And
After everything he's been through for the last couple of months, he did a very good job in the World Championships in veterans. So
well done.
Congrats.
Exactly.
and also congrats to Herman's team, who was not seeded in the tournament. I think he was something around number.
I think he was not even in the top 8 in the veterans seedings, and still he managed to win the whole veterans tournament. So
but the
impressive.
He's from Blume.
He's from Blume.
Yeah, home court.
So it's not as impressive anymore.
I watched the veterans final, and that was the one thing which I was really surprised, that he did score like from the right attacker, standing almost on the goal line, and to have the pass backwards to the center, and he just scored straight shot into the net while he was defending like actively. He scored so many goals.
Wait, are you thinking about Yngve in Super Veterans? Maybe that's Yngve shot.
Am I?
I think
it was the Yngve shot.
I think it's Yngve shot. It's
referring to.
It was Norwegian, who won
Norwegian,
Super Veteran. Sorry, but okay. So him now was that he scored like 8 of those.
What?
Wow!
In the whole playoffs, or even more, because
I should watch.
No, that was really interesting, because I was even chatting with commentators. They were surprised. They were surprised the amount of the same shot is going in.
You mean in the live stream where you comment?
Yeah.
They were reading the chat.
Yeah,
nice.
They were reading chat. I was commenting to them. I was even talking to you when you were with the Hans. So that was really, really nice, actually, as well. The point where there is a commentators not all the time, but most of the games, and there is somebody who you can talk with, you can have interaction with, and you had an interview in there in front of the camera as well. And yeah, really, really nice touch from the organizers.
Exactly. I think it was one of the best hosted championships ever.
Yeah,
very good. There were
really huge thanks to organizers.
Yeah, really. I think there were like almost no mistakes from the organization part, in my opinion.
There were some delays, but
I
didn't feel those delays. But the atmosphere itself, it was like a table hockey Olympic Games.
Yeah, just like you said before the podcast, it felt like a table hockey festival.
Yeah, 4 days long.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
What I saw from the outside of the building through the cameras was really, really nice. I know that I made the comments before that sounded like that you're going to be playing in the dump, and I didn't mean that for sure. I just wanted to build some ruffle some feathers before, but it looked really professional. I will be most probably speaking with the organizers about how they did the camera work, because that was awesome. And the instant replays, what they had, and it was funny when you were seeing instant replay, it cuts back and it's already next instant replay because the next goal was scored. But I really loved it. There was Jumbotron working all the time and having the games and some videos on there as well. Wow. What was the table? Because we have been playing now tonight on the lives in here on your final table as a gift from Sweden. But in general, how was the tables? What's the technical side?
At the first 2 days, in Thursday and Friday, the tables were quite slippery. Very slippery. But when time moved on, the tables were better and better and better. And the quality was so good that I had no complaints at all in the end. So I actually, before the tournament, I had an idea to make a Frankenstein table. So pretty much to have like this one table. For example, I like that there was like, for example, a very good left winger, a very good right winger. And for example, like I didn't like the centers. Okay, I can change the centers. Okay, if the table is too slippery, I can just take the ice from a different table. But I just found it in table number 12 in my final division 1.
The mature table.
The table number 12.
Yeah.
It was so good. I played against Jakub Matisek on that table. And
What was the result?
I think it's like 9-4, 8-3. I can't remember correctly, but the center moves were awesome. And the Naka kept going over the goalie's stick all the time. The Spias was amazing on both of the sides. And I was like, I'm not going to make a Frankenstein table. This is the perfect table. It's not slippery. The center moves are great. And the right defender shot actually went over the defender's sticks all the time. So I was like, okay, that's my table. I'm going to pick it. And I'm going to try and win this tournament with this exact table. And
I'm really curious who played in that table. And I will post in YouTube comments all the games which was played there.
Yeah, exactly. And well, this tournament has been so goddamn emotional for me. For example, on the night to Saturday, so Friday to Saturday, I couldn't stop crying in my hotel room. I was listening to the Chicago Bulls theme song, and I was speaking these 4 mantras to myself. Well, in Latvian, but I will translate it. So it's pretty much, I am here, I am ready, I have nothing to prove, and just enjoy the moment. Those 4 things I kept recycling in my head all the time and speaking it out loud. And I was listening to this song, and I asked ChatGPT to make an extremely motivational speech for the Sunday tournament.
Nice.
And I kept reading it, and I couldn't stop crying for the next hour. I'm like, why am I acting like this? Why am I so emotional from all of a sudden? Because I don't know. And yeah, every single day since the tournament, I've had some tears in my eyes. So it's quite emotional, yeah. And there was the work done for this World Championship was so I was so invested in it, and it paid off. I was reading a lot of books. I was trying out different techniques on how to relieve my nervous system. It worked out very well. I've never felt any nervous tension in this tournament. I always feel some nerves. This time, no nerves at all. And kudos to my sports psychologist, Gundega. She was amazing. She was really amazing. She opened my eyes, and I've done a lot of self-reflection over the past month.
Did you spoke with her after winning?
I did, yeah.
And
I did.
What was the?
Even she cried. Yeah, and she kept.
Have she made somebody world champion?
I don't know. I will ask her. She has coached some Olympic track and field athletes from Latvia, and there was this one story that, for example, when I'm listening my AirPods, I usually listen to subliminal messages, and one of the guys from Olympics in Latvia, he was going to this same sports psychologist, and his headphones battery died, and what happened in the tournament where he was participating? It was an absolute catastrophe.
Catastrophe.
Yeah. And
who was that?
I have no idea. I didn't ask, but he failed miserably. And I was like, okay, I must bring my airport charger, and I forgot it.
Really?
Yeah. So I kept asking Railands Kuharskis for a charger all the time. I was so dependent on his charger, and it worked out well. And there was this question going around all the time. So what was my hardest opponent? I think it was Eddie Nilsson. Let's be real, he beat me twice. But I felt very comfortable playing against him, even though his attack was amazing. It was so precise, so fast. The center moves were great. And the only stopping him was to score more than Eddie himself.
Mm-hmm. So I saw there was some pushback from his side. So
I remember in Norway Open, you also had trouble with his attack.
Yeah, 7 games.
And when I was watching your playoff in semifinals, I thought, no way, will it happen again?
Mm-hmm.
But then you crashed in game number
6. I think it was like 9-4.
6. Yeah, 9-4.
Yeah.
Like everything you shot, you scored.
Mm-hmm.
And and then my heart felt like relieved.
And that was a little bit tense moment for me as well. I was like, I wasn't even checking the video because I couldn't, and I was just refreshing the score, and I was like, don't you even try.
Is there
Don't
like
you even dare.
is there an overtime, 10-minute overtime? What's going on?
We will have like this episode will release, and we have already pre-made an interview. Like I have a pre-made interview with Rainers where he shares
Wednesday.
on Wednesday, the day before
11th of June, I think it was.
Yeah, you were leaving and that day in the evening to the World Championship. So there is a small insight. There's nothing too much, but just some secrets.
I think I sounded like an asshole over there to
yeah, we'll figure it out. That we're gonna see. We have some insight from you, and it is nice to hear something from you now when you have finished and you are the winner. But that was an interesting moment to have you before, where you're just leaping towards there and still in the work in progress to be
exactly
going towards there. So, brief moment, and we will have a sponsor break.
Ooh.
We don't have a sponsor. So, if you like Table Hockey Global and you would like to get maybe something like that, a Table Hockey Global hat,
Can we show it closer to the camera?
please do.
So this is the Table Hockey Global.
It's dark.
It's dark. Yeah, but this is the logo
I'll
there.
input the photo in there. But if you would like to have this type of hat, just give me a notice, because I would really love to know. I'm not even. I don't even have a shop. I just really want to know.
I think
if
it's
somebody
the infamous cock cap.
That's the symbol until now. But if you would like to have some cap, let us know in the comments. I would really enjoy that somebody would wear that, and maybe I can make some small shop. Guys, we have the. Be very gentle. We have the big one in here.
This is the World Tour Cup, and this is the first cup in my lifetime which has my name on it. I've never had a cup with my name on it.
This looks like a Champions League cup.
It really does. It really does. Yeah.
It's really nice, and but the big ones are actually here in the front. These
those
two,
are the medals. Yeah.
These one is for the team competition, and the second one is
for the open individual. And the sad thing is that I've mixed them up. I don't know which one is which, so I'm gonna keep those twins in my back pocket.
Maybe
I don't know which one
organizers,
is which.
if you are watching, you can tell the hint how to find out which is the individual, which is.
It's not possible.
It's not possible.
It's not possible. They're identical.
I really love the plaque as well. This is really awesome to just to have something that big and that display with all the name.
Yeah, it's very unique.
Rainers, I have a question.
I have an answer.
Yeah, did your father already made the salads on it?
Not yet.
Not yet.
But we can.
It's a board.
And actually,
it's a board for cutting salads.
Yeah, there's first place World Championship 2025 open category, like on the other side. In Times, I think it's like in Times New Roman font, like 11 size.
But I'm visualizing that Sandis is chopping cucumbers.
Yeah, and we were having fun on the bus ride on the way home. We went by bus on the World Championships, and we were like joking. Maybe Raivis can cook like some shashlik with the Birch trophy. Like, why not make a fireplace?
All right, guys, do you have something extra to say?
Yeah, congrats to Kārlis Balodis with a crazy and good performance in the Juniors Championship, and of course to Artur Zasurcevs, who was the second finalist in the World Championships Juniors. Artur Zasurcevs, how can we forget about him? For example, the semi-finals, Archie Matancev and Artur Zasurcevs, and Vasilinic against Eddie Nilsson. Latvians won it, and it was the first.
And they both were underdogs.
Yeah, and the first time in history, Latvians took home juniors championship gold.
Yeah,
and
it's the
silver
first gold in
and
juniors.
silver as well, and just impressive as fish.
Zatursa was the biggest surprise for me as well when I saw him.
Yeah, exactly.
And he had an amazing game. He was from the power rank which we did with our colleagues. 10th maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in final.
Yeah.
And kudos to you, man. Cheers.
Yeah.
Anything else? Except we had 6 gold medals, 2 silvers, and 1 bronze.
I have one more thing, and there was this ongoing joke going around. I think it was either Alvis Kalniņš or Mikus about Roni Nuttunens dog.
It's always joke. Yeah.
Alvis joke. Hey, Kārli, you want to see how Roni's dog bit me?
Yeah,
and we
he
like
did.
lean closer and like, like that. And I got so scared from when Mikus did that for me. Like, hey Rainer, Roni's dog bit my neck. Can you look at it? And you like, did a jump scare. I was so scared. I mean, because Roni's dog was in the venue. Hila was her name. It's such a pretty dog.
Yeah, and that dog gave for me really great
Raivis.
Raivis, come on,
but this special how to say charm, yes. And before the game, for example, I with the Raivis Miglinieks, I went to Roni dog and asked, please give me spias, and I beat Raivis with 1-0
on the camera
with the spias. If you are interested, you can take a look in Sunday's live.
You need to clip it and put it on your social media. Nobody will try to find it 6 hours live. Find yourself and please post it or send it to me and I will post it.
I will put in comments. Yeah.
Good.
Roni, we must bring you to a podcast someday.
There is a lot of players we should bring. Yeah. And I'm going to say in here, because it's a proper place, we're going to end up in here around 40-minute mark. And this will be the last table hockey podcast in this season. We're going to be coming back in next season. There will be coming content still out. We still need to release the pre-tournament, pre-World Championship talk with Rainers. And there is many more things coming in. But this will be a break for Table Hockey Global podcast for this season. We need to take a chill pill. We need to create some more content. As you see, there's a lot of things changing around here. I need to make this pretty. So if you have any comments, do that. There will be so many things planning to come for Table Hockey Global. And this will be the last for this season. But if you have any questions or like demands of new episode, maybe we can do that. But just please demand it. And this episode's word will be the world champion, Sandis Kalniņš. See you in the next season, in the next episode. Bye.
Ciao.